Hello, my name is Olufunke Adeloye, and I'm so delighted to be welcoming you to the Praying Carer channel today. I'm so glad I'm able to do this. It's been long coming. It's been in the pipeline for a long time, but I'm just so happy that we're able to get there today. I'm a parent carer for my youngest daughter who has got complex medical needs and disabilities. I'm launching the Praying Carer channel for other parents and carers like myself who have children and young people with disabilities or special needs. The course of my life changed about 11 years ago when my then 18 months old daughter took ill and slipped into coma for about 1.5 weeks. The way she was treated while she was in coma unfortunately led to brain damage. And that was when our journey started. So we literally had a perfectly healthy baby altered into an alien one whose life hung on a thread within a month. Now 11 years on, and oh, how far we have come. How much we have learned, how much we have all changed, individually and as a family. I could go on and on and on. I'm hoping that this channel, the Praying Carer channel, will be a space for parents and carers to share about our individual journeys and see how we can make impact in the lives of one another. I've realized that even when at times, our children have the same or similar diagnosis, each carer's journey so differs. It's so unique, and there's so much we can learn from one another. The Praying Carer channel will provide this space for us. I want it to be a social space as well, where carers will be able to express themselves and share insights geared at providing support to one another in our different roles. As carers, we can have peer-to-peer support, we can have mentors among one another, we can learn from what I have so much to share, and I know there's so many people as well on this journey that has a lot to share based on where they have been. And what I have learned could help another carer, and what another carer has learned could help me as well. So I'm hoping that this channel, the Praying Carer channel, will be such a space for carers, parents to share. We share with one another and we can thereby support one another. So we focus, when you have a child with disability, you see that you focus so much on caring for this child or for the children, as the case may be with some families, that you literally have little or no time for yourself or to discuss some things that are pertinent to you as well, but there's just no space to express that or the time to even carve out to think or bring some of these issues to bear. Not that we're not thinking of them, but they come in, but we don't have the avenue to express this or to share or to rub minds with like-minded people. And that is one thing I'm hoping that the Praying Carer channel will be able to achieve for us. So we will be able to discuss so many other issues that affect us. Issues like relationships. We realize that actually statistics has it that about 85% of families that are dealing with issues of disabilities break up. That is an alarming statistics. So can we talk about this? Why are we having this kind of breakups? And how is it affecting us? How is it affecting, how is it impacting on the carer that is left with the child? How is it impacting on the on the parent that has left? What's the impact on the children themselves? Do we have siblings? What, of these children with disabilities, what's the impact of home breakups? So we can talk about relationships. We will talk about our careers. Some of us do have beautiful careers before we had, children with disabilities or special needs. What has happened to those careers? Can we talk about them? I had mine before, and that has changed. How has that been for me? Can somebody else think? I've met so many wonderful parents, carers, who had lovely careers before. But then it stops when you have a child and you had to just attend to this child or to these children, and every other thing about your life stops. So this is a space, this will be a space for us to talk about that. About our health. What's the impact of caring on the health of the carer? Beauty issues, social, mental well-being, and all those other things that affect our lives in one way or the other. So these are things that I'm hoping that we will be able to talk about on this channel. In my own journey, the God factor has been the center of it all. My relationship with Jesus Christ has shaped my experience on this path in a way that I probably wouldn't have been able to have if I've not been on this particular journey myself. So, how does our faith impact our caring role? Does it have any space in there at all? Some carers have not been able to connect. For example, one question that somebody might want to ask, okay, so if I'm serving God, if I know God, and some of us do have our faith before we find ourselves in this kind of space. If I do know God and God is this powerful, why is my child like this? Why do I have a child with disability? Why couldn't he prevent it? Okay, if it has happened, why couldn't he heal my child? What about all the different miracles that we've read? I had one of my daughters, I think she was about 6 years or 7 years old at that time. And then she asked me, "Mommy, I don't think this thing is real. I probably would not even talk to this Jesus at all." And she was crying, she was in tears when she was saying this. "I won't be talking to him again. You said to me that he has powers, he does miracles, he can heal, he can deliver. But we have been praying for my sister since all these days. How come she's still in the wheelchair?" How do you answer a 7-year-old who is asking this kind of questions about your faith, and this same faith that you're trying to pass on to the same child? So these are some of the things that we will be discussing on this channel. Prayers is one of the powerful supports for me, that has been a powerful support for me on this journey. This 11 years, I've come to know what prayer is. And I've come to see again how powerful it is. And I've come to know what prayer is not as well. So on this channel, we will be talking about prayers as well. I'm hoping, God helping me, that we will be able to organize monthly prayer meetings on this channel for as many as would like to talk to God, to bear their hearts out to God. Maybe not necessarily in a way that maybe some of us do know how to pray, where you will need to kneel down, raise, cup your hands and be in a quiet place. We might not have that space. I've learned to pray in ICU, intensive care units. I've learned to pray in the ambulance. Oh, I've learned to pray when I'm in the ambulance. And in such a way that if you have been there, you know that there's nothing like quiet when you are in the ambulance. And I've learned to just talk to God there. At times, all I'm able to say is, Lord, help me. Lord, help me. And that is a prayer. So we will be doing that on this channel as well. We have so much to do. We have so much to do on this channel. And I'm just trusting that God will use this as a point to change lives, to affect lives, to give understanding to us about different things, to help us. This channel will be a space to empty ourselves, to learn, to support, to care, to hold one another's hands and say, you know what? I understand. And you know that is not going to be a cliche, because somebody else that you're talking to is also within this space, is also on the journey. How do we deal with issues of bereavement? How do we grieve? And there's so many griefs when you're in this kind of situation. So you have the grief of a child that you wish you had. But that was just changed, and that's your reality is just different. And you have, in my own situation, for example, as I said before, I had a child who was growing normally. Nothing wrong at birth. Everything was perfect, quote and unquote. And within 1 month, that changed. And we have been on that path for the past 11 years. I'm hoping that we will be able to talk about issues like this on this channel, on the Praying Carer channel. I'm hoping it will be fun as well. Trust me, we can still have fun. We can dream. We can still have our ambitions. We can still set goals. We can still achieve one thing or the other, even though we are in a different place from where we started. One thing I promise on this channel is to keep it real, to keep it heartfelt, and to keep it simple. To keep it very, very simple, in a way that we can all identify with. So, I'm excited about what lies ahead on this channel. And I'm so excited that we're able to kick this off in this month. And I'm trusting that you will please come with me. It promises to be exciting. It promises to be informative. It promises to be educative. And like I said, it will be heartfelt. At times we will come on this channel with our pack of tissues. I know that. But we will be fine, because we will be there supporting one another, encouraging one another, helping one another, giving information that could be supportive to so many others, maybe some that are just newly being diagnosed. And we all have one thing or the other to give. I tell you, we have things to give. Do not think your experience, what you have gone through yesterday, could just be the strength, the prop that the next person who is just going to get their own diagnosis or get to the point tomorrow will lean on. You just don't know. And indeed, like I said, we all have something to give. So this is an avenue for you. If you've been thinking about it, oh, is there any other thing about me now? Who am I? Apart from being a carer, apart from hospital runs, apart from therapies, apart from school issues, apart from fighting with social services, who else am I? can I even find myself? Is there any support out there? Any other person? Hello, anybody home? Through that sleepless night? Or does anybody understand? Yes, we do. We will do on this channel. And that is what I'm calling you for. That is what I'm counting on you for. Please come with me. Do come with me on this channel. My contact details will be shown at the end of this clip, and I think we can see some as well, even as I'm talking right now. Please get in touch. There is help out there, and we are here to support one another. This is the Praying Carer channel, and this is Olufunke Adeleye welcoming you on board. I look forward to meeting you in one way or the other. Please shout out, and God bless you. I'm cheering you on. In Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. Bye.